Here we are, right where it all started a little over a year ago, um, with the need to power our shop and get set up with some backup power here at the farm. So let's take a look and see how we're utilizing solar and power stations after 1 year. As the Rottweiler stalks his prey. So powering the shop, what we currently have is a EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus and one old school Delta 2 Max expansion battery.
I would love to show them.
So after several reconfigurations, what we've ended up with for now is a EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus with one EcoFlow Delta 2 Max expansion battery. So we have 1,000 watt hours and 2,000 watt hours, 3,000 watt inverter, I believe. Don't quote me. I should have looked that up first. But all we've been running is the garage doors, lights, and fans, and a little computer monitor slash TV. So we're hoping to beef this up soon. But this is fed by four 355 watt solar panels, two sets of two in parallel. And you've seen this array on our channel many times by now. This is our primary array that powers the house setup, which is 6 total 355 watt panels, two sets of three in parallel.
Little gratuitous garden shot. Get out of there, Coco.
So we have the potential to run 4 circuits on our Anchor F3800, but currently we're only running 2. So we're running the low voltage circuits in here, which is the lighting, the garage doors, the garage fridge, cameras, internet, stuff like that, and the fridge inside the house. Over here we use a power station in a less conventional way. We use it as a UPS. We have the River 3 Plus and an expansion battery, and we have both our internet, Starlink, and our fiber internet, as well as our security cameras running through this as a UPS. So whether we're on grid power or solar power, this will serve as a backup and a protection against surges. These things switch over, and most modern power stations, the smaller ones, switch over so fast now. It's much better to have one of these versus a traditional old school bulky UPS that you pay a ton of money for, because you get a lot of versatility out of it. In the editor's office, she has another Delta 3 Plus, just like we have in the garage, that her computer is plugged into. And we're using it again as a UPS. And in a short-term outage, it'll run her office for about an hour and a half, just the core stuff at her desk. So that's plenty for us to get things figured out. And lastly, some of you fancy truck drivers might not be able to relate, but I have a super sweet work truck. So if ever I'm working or we're just going to take off for the weekend, we don't really know what's going on, but a laptop or something is coming with us, I always bring our extra old school River 3. It's just really good to have. And on my newer truck, actually I don't have any regular 110, 120 volt plugs anywhere, so this has to work. For emergency or portable-ish kind of bigger power needs, we have the portable solar rack that we made with the 3,000 watt inverter and big server rack battery. This thing is pretty cool. A shout out to Phil for being my tech support, because yeah, life is hard sometimes. So if backup power and just enough to run the lights and fans and stuff sometimes in the garage was all we were after, we have achieved that goal. And to start, that's basically what we were after. Power the shop, have something for the house in emergencies. We live in Florida. We deal with a lot of hurricanes. And then to be able to take some stuff with us on the road for the weekend if we travel. So we have achieved that goal. Now we are on to the goal of a little bit more daily sustainment power coming from our solar. Whether we used Anchor, EcoFlow, EG4, I'm trying to think if we use anything else, Bouge RV cables, like we've used a little bit of everything. And honestly, everything has performed well. No name brand Amazon stuff. As long as you pay attention to the gauge of the wiring and things like that and look it over, you can get away with a lot. Overall, everything has worked great. It's just our desire to become a little bit more independent is growing. So we want to keep adding on as we can, little by little. You know, this stuff's pretty pricey, so we've maxed out everything that we've purchased. Everything that we bought has been put to use. So now it's time for the next step. Realistically, I think the next step for us will be a panel upgrade. A panel upgrade will allow us to reduce our voltage drop at the house while using less panels, and then shift panels over to the shop, and then some for our other project that you guys will see in a month or two. A new power requirement that we need to feed basically 24 hours. So that's going to be interesting. But we have plenty of stuff to do it. We just need a little more panels. So I think that's going to be our next step. Bigger panels, then maybe bigger inverter for the house, and shift that whole system to the shop. We'll see. I don't know. Possibilities are endless and new stuff comes out every day. So it's fun. I think we've had a pretty good time learning, and it's nice to offset your power bill instead of a generator just sitting there waiting for an emergency. You can use this every day and pay yourself back a little bit. So that's nice. So if you're ahead of us on your solar journey or you have any questions that maybe we can help with, feel free to leave in the comments below. Thanks for checking us out and walking with us, taking this update in, and like, subscribe, share.
Thanks for watching.
Sorry, there's like a deer over there. And thanks for watching.